They, of course, have one more game before hosting their first ever outdoor event at Carter-Finley Stadium on Saturday. Fans from all over have made the trek to Raleigh. And with more on that story, we're joined by our Mike Solarte from our Raleigh studios. Mike, good evening.
Well, Jason, thank you. The excitement continues to build across the Carolinas. The rink is in place inside Carter-Finley Stadium. The lines and logos are right where they should be. And all that's left now is for the fans to take in this spectacle of hockey. And they're not just coming from the state of North Carolina. In some cases, they're coming in from across the globe. This is no ordinary week in Raleigh, no matter what the luggage says. The signs are everywhere. Outdoor hockey is coming. And that means the visiting fans are too. But on Wednesday, a hero emerged on the escalator. Paul Lawson, the Scottish Caniac diehard, making the more than 3,600-mile trek to be at Carter-Finley Stadium this Saturday. And a nice way to start the trip was running into legendary Hurricanes goaltender Cam Ward.
Hey Cam, how you doing? You good? I'm Paul from Scotland. We've met before. We have met before. Yeah, right on.
Lawson bleeds Hurricanes, well, red, but only after bleeding Hartford Whaler green. And how does such a devotion for a Scottish native develop?
I'd loved hockey for a while, so I got this video game, and I had to choose a team. My granddad, my mother's dad, he had a brother who'd emigrated to Hartford back in the 70s. So I had a family tie to the city of Hartford. That was one of the teams. They had the most kick-ass logo in all of sports ever.
Lawson is back in Raleigh once again for another personal signature moment. He's played twice in the Hurricanes alumni games. He's been to playoff games just as recently as last spring. And before the pandemic, a trip to the western part of the United States for what else? Hurricanes hockey.
I'll come with you to Vegas. Let me have a look at the NHL fixtures and see, oh, they're playing the Canes in about 3 weeks. You fancy going then?
Lawson's loyalty to the team has also widened his circle of friends. He'll stay with fellow Caniacs in their home over the next 11 days, feeling like a part of their family while also belonging to an even bigger one.
I absolutely love it here. It genuinely is a second home now. It's not often that I travel back to somewhere more than once, but this place, it's amazing.
Now, Paul and his North Carolina Caniac family had dinner Wednesday night with another world traveler, a fan that came in from Finland. So, Jason, the hurricane reach going beyond the state's borders these days. It touches a lot of corners of the world. It is certainly really, really neat to see.
Mike, how common is this to see fans from out of the country come in for events like this? Obviously, the NHL only having 2 outdoor games this year, so this is only one of 2. So this is obviously a big deal. But it seems like kind of unique that these guys would travel so far.
Well, it's a unique experience. I mean, for a lot of folks, it's a pinch me moment. It's a bucket list item to see an NHL game played outdoors in a gigantic stadium. And of course, Carter-Finley Stadium certainly fits that bill. They're going to be 57,000 plus strong inside the place on Saturday. I'll tell you what, if it's a bucket list item and you're a Caniac in Scotland or England or Germany or wherever, this is a date that once it came out, you started making plans because you never know if your team's going to get another opportunity to host one of these things. And the Caniacs have responded in kind from North Carolina, from Canada, Scotland, Finland, and so on.
Yeah, and Mike, I know you've got a really interesting story coming up in the days to come with the Raleigh Ice Caps.
Yeah, we're going to turn back the clock. The Hurricanes were not the first pro hockey team in town. We'll look back at the guys who set the standard beginning back in 1991. Great conversation coming up on Friday night.
Mike, thanks so much. Mike Solarte from our Raleigh studios with a terrific feature on Canes fans traveling from abroad here for the outdoor game.